If you're a writer who's ever been in a place, or maybe you're currently in a place where you want to be writing, you want to be creating on a daily basis and be really hyped about what you're making, you want to continue to write every day, maybe even establish that as an ongoing habit so you can build the author career of your dreams, but you're just not feeling that inspiration and it's driving you crazy. You want to regain that inspiration, that spark that gets you to show up at your writing desk each day. If that's you, we're gonna go over a few different ways that you can help yourself find that inspiration again. Number one would be to consume more things that inspire you. This is a step that I think we often skip as creatives because we're thinking more about what we're producing rather than what we're consuming. But those things go hand in hand. What we're consuming, what we're putting in, is what we're going to be putting out. So we have to be conscious of what we're consuming. What are we watching, reading, listening to? What kind of music are we playing? What kind of narratives even are we putting in each day? What are we filling our minds with? What are we filtering into our hearts? Because that's really where we're starting to create a foundation for the subconscious. And so much of our inspiration as artists comes from that subconscious, that base layer of who we are as a person. So I want you to really take stock, maybe even take a notebook and write down, like, what have I been consuming lately? Is what I'm consuming actually inspiring me? Is it building me up? Is it gearing me up to want to create? For me, I like to watch series that really inspire me, read things that get me hyped up to create. Even something like wandering around an art museum can really inspire me and get my creative juices flowing because I start thinking about art in a deeper way. I start thinking about the way humans have created for hundreds and hundreds of years and how that same potential is inside of me. How do I want to activate that same power to create? So find the things that get you excited to create. What things, when you consume them, get you super pumped to create? Identify what those things are and then do them. Next would be to take the pressure off. So often, especially writers, I know so many writers who do this, they pressure themselves to create and they get kind of frustrated and down on themselves when they are not being productive enough. And I know that today's society, at least in modern Western culture, it's very hustle oriented, there's a huge focus on productivity and needing to accomplish certain things so that we can value ourselves more. But really, this is such a toxic way to look at our lives. We need to be choosing a better anchor point, is the way I like to think of it. Where you put your anchor is how you're going to value yourself. If you put your anchor in what you're achieving, then that can fluctuate hugely. If you're like, okay, I'm going to anchor into how much I'm achieving on a daily basis, and then wherever that happens to fall is where I'm valuing myself. So on a day that I'm creating a lot and I'm producing a lot and I'm super productive, I'm like, oh, I feel on top of my game. I really love myself. I'm whatever. I'm really pumped. That's great. But then on a day when you're not producing a lot and you're not creating a lot, then your self-esteem is going to go crashing down. And I know I've been there, and society encourages it, but it is toxic. And I would love to invite you to take that idea and throw it out the window. Like, literally, let's cultivate a better mindset than that. Anchor into the fact that you are already valuable. You're already so valued. You're already a divine creator. You already have all this power within you. So tap into who you are. Align with the fact that you're a powerful creator. Even if you're not making anything, that is still the very foundation of who you are. And then when you start to align with that as your identity, then you can create from that. Then the inspiration will start to arrive. 3, spend time doing nothing. This is so important. And again, in today's society, we're constantly bombarded with social media, texts, like paying attention to all this stuff on the internet and just constant noise around us in our environment. If you can quiet your mind and maybe take a step back from doing so much, maybe clear some of your schedule. So often the creative inspiration will hit when we're not really doing anything in particular. We have that blank space. We have that time to just take stock, relax, literally. And that's often when our best ideas will hit us, when we're not actively engaging any one topic and we're just in a state of relaxation. Sometimes you will get your best ideas from that place of rest. So make time to rest. Even if you have to schedule it in, make time to do nothing and literally let your mind have a break. 4, get out in nature. Getting out in nature can be one of the best ways to clear your thoughts, quiet the mind, get away from all the EMFs and digital stimulation and just all this mental clutter. If you can find a natural space, maybe out in the woods, maybe going to the beach, maybe just going for a walk and breathing some fresh air, feeling the sunlight on your face, listening to the birds, get yourself into a natural environment away from all the clutter of the world and society, and just quiet the mind, calm the body, do some deep breathing, and come back to yourself. Stop putting so many demands on yourself, and also just reconnect with the natural world. We can get so much energy just from the earth, just from being in a beautiful natural environment. It can help us to not only look at the world around us differently, but to look at ourselves with a refreshed perspective. And lastly, try a meditation. I have all kinds of meditations on my channel that are specifically for writers, as well as a course for writers. That's all bite-sized meditations specifically designed for people who don't meditate to use to get yourself in a headspace to create. So if you've never meditated before, this would be a great first step for you. But even if you just sit down for like 5 minutes, just calm the body, calm the mind, take some deep breaths, maybe say some positive affirmations, set yourself up to be able to be a container for inspiration. So often we're stressed and we are beating ourselves up about not being able to produce enough. This is hardly creating an environment for us to contain creative inspiration. So use meditation or just taking a few moments of quiet at the beginning of your day or before your writing session to really get into a relaxed headspace that is at ease and at peace with who you are, so that you can actually be a container for creative inspiration. I hope these tips helped you. I hope there's something that you can, just some food for thought that you can take into your own writing practice. Figure out some ways that you can inspire yourself to create, to get into that headspace of effortless flow. I am cheering you on in your writing journey, my friend. If you enjoy videos like this and messages like these to help inspire you to create, make sure you subscribe and ring the bell, because I would love to have you here in this creative, thriving community. Thank you so much for being here, and I wish you so much joy in your creative journey. I'll see you again soon.